good, y'all? It's your boy Herb.
And it's your girl Mo.
And welcome to our soon-to-be world-renowned podcast. Young, black, and figured it out. What up, though?
What it do?
Whatever you tell it.
You right.
you worried about the lie. I forgot the whole intro.
I'm here trying to fix my phone. And I'm like, all right, my bad.
Yeah,
I'm here. I'm present.
She skipped the job.
My bad, y'all.
What's good?
You know, it's been a beautiful day.
Yeah.
In the neighborhood. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and what up, though, out there to the live folks. All the good people.
Hi, y'all.
Yeah, come on. Listen, we excited today. It's going to be an amazing episode where y'all can engage with us. We definitely looking forward to any questions, comments, input, thoughts. And we had the chance to get some questions early. Mm-hmm. So we'll be answering some of those. Yeah, so feel free as we go through to ask anything that you're feeling, thinking, have always been wondering, all that good stuff.
And shout out to Mill. She said she loved the theme music.
Hey, what up, though, Millie Rock?
We do, too.
Yeah, it sound good out there? Yeah, love it here. Man, so how you gonna start? Kick right into a question. Yeah, so again, we got some good questions. So let's start off with the first one. Mm-hmm. The first question we got is, what was different about this season compared to seasons 1 and 2?
What was so different about season 3 versus seasons 1 and 2?
Amen.
I feel like I could go a lot of places with this question.
Hit us with it.
I'm going to go with the level of growth I think was evident. So like season 1, especially for me, it was difficult. I was nervous all the time. Everything was like, I don't know, worried about certain subjects, topics. Should we talk about, should we not? And now I feel like not only were we mad prepared, we just said, try all things. Why not? Talk about all the nitty gritty, the hard stuff, the difficult stuff. We got like amazing guests. I think season 3 we felt seasoned, Tell me if you disagree.
No, I think you're right, though. It did feel like it was a flow. Like, it was a stages of figuring stuff out for season 1 and 2. And this one, it felt, not that we figured it out, because it's not the brand.
Right.
But we were definitely further along of figuring it out than we were before.
Yeah.
100%. And it felt easier to dive into tough topics,
Different level of comfort, different like understanding. And then we've experienced different things, the pandemic and everything. We went through so much has changed. Yeah.
And I feel like that our supporters, people who support us, have evolved with us as well. So, like, the way that folks supported, the questions, the thoughts, the engagement was different, too. So, appreciate y'all, for real. Like, honestly, tapping in with us, like, that was definitely different. Yeah. This one felt longer, though. It felt like we did a long season. Like, we had because it was a lot of, like, deep content.
Right. And it's the same amount from last year, is it not? Which is very surprising. I think we came with a lot of heavy this season, and we had some light sprinkled, but it was way more heavy than not. So I agree with that one.
Yeah, for sure. So, but it was good though. Yeah, what y'all think? What stood out to y'all this season? Let us know something. Drew said, "What up, though, family?
What up, apples?
What up, dog? Squad." But yeah, okay. So that's a good question. What was Walk, what was different to you? Say it out loud. We repeat it.
Walk, our producer, of course.
Yes.
What was different? Just the confidence was there with just the topics. I think you were more confident with that. I think before you were in different careers where, you were kind of hesitant to speak on certain things or maybe say certain things. And this time that wasn't there. So you were a little more bold.
Yeah, so Walk said the confidence was there, right? And so because we are in different places maybe in our life, now we can feel more free and empowered and bold and have that confidence. Yeah, agreed. My guys are.
He's watched us grow. It means a lot.
Grown with us.
Yeah.
Yes.
Awesome.
Together. What was your favorite episode this season?
So there are mad episodes, I can't lie, and I loved a lot. I think narrowing it down is the hardest for me.
I have to look to see like we did
which ones we did, right?
Episodes? Yeah, want me to ramble out some?
Nah, because I know the ones I'm feeling, like the dealing with church trauma part 2 was very restorative for me. But I want to say probably the Power of Purpose was my favorite. It was the sleeper episode because we did it so early on. We recorded it way earlier than it premiered. And I didn't remember what the episode was about. But when I reheard it, oh my gosh, I was like, this is life-changing for me. That was my hands down favorite for the season.
Yeah, what else?
Like Maybe does sin cancel the sinner?
Oh, you like that one?
Because the topic, I think it can go anywhere. I like. There's probably a lot of examples we didn't touch on, and I think it's so subjective that the conversation can continue. So that one I want to see come back. Truth be told.
Yeah, I like that too. I mean, it was just interesting, and the timing was interesting too, talking about like Kales and like all of that. And then I'm not gonna lie, not listening to "Step in the Name of Love" is tough. "Step in the Name of Love" is tough. I ain't gonna hold you. I want to say that came on one time we was at your crib on the Alexa, and I'm like, dang, walk slow to turn it off. Like, let it play a little bit.
And you were definitely like, we can play it. And I was like, nah.
No,
Now, mind you, it was one of those, like, because the song, all of a sudden, you like bopping and then you realize what you'd bop it to. So that's why. But I kind of miss his catalog. I can't lie.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know about that, but I definitely.
There's some.
No, I'm playing.
Don't play me. No, I don't miss him now. You know?
The catalog. Yeah, you can't take the art away from the artist, but you can, though, when they're doing what they're doing. But yeah, I'm with you. So yeah, I think for me, and to your point too about the last one, because you said church trauma. Mm-hmm. I think that one also impacted a bunch of people. So I have conversations about the podcast in general.
Yeah.
People often bring up church trauma. I think that resonates with a lot of people.
Right.
100%. So
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like for anyone who grew up in church or now finds themselves not really interested in going, most have a story, you know what I mean? And yeah, that episode meant a lot. And shout out to Pastor G, because I recently had a conversation with someone who re-listened to the episode, and they were like, the way he preaches and speaks, like, where does he preach? And I'm like, I'm telling you, we should all move to Chicago because it's so good.
You got that. And,
Yeah.
and by the way, shout out to Crystal, just hopped on here and says, look at y'all, appreciate y'all, continue these important forums and important topics. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Squad.
So sweet.
Say just jumped on here. What up, though, Say?
What up, Say?
Yeah, and anybody who's on right now, remember, y'all can ask questions.
Leave comments.
Leave comments. All
Disagree with us. It's quite all right.
that. Our guy Mike Bush said, can he start an episode? 100%. We should talk about black art.
I would absolutely love that.
Yeah.
Hi, Mike. Oh, my
My
gosh.
guy Bush, he on it. Yeah, again, questions, comments, leave that. For me, my favorite episodes, the most fun episode, I'm not going to lie, was the black, I think the black actors in the black movies. Like, that was fun. I'm not going to lie to you. Like, that was just a good, because, you know, a lot of times our topics are, like, heavy, as they should be. But just to kind of be, like, talking about cultural conversations. Well, all of it's cultural, but culture in that way, like pop culture, right? And then just resonating and seeing the different perspectives. Like, of course, I was on point with Kerry Washington. Shout out to everybody who had Kerry in their top. Look, y'all hating if y'all can't see him walk behind the camera.
Nah, I'm still. So this is why I refuse to vote for that episode because
Kerry.
yes,
Oh, you a hater.
You know,
Kerry's tough.
You know, I feel like we also left out some great actors, and I am disappointed in myself for it. But I am not supporting anyone that voted for your list. I'm like, no.
Kerry's in my top 7.
Everyone he voted for besides Kerry was like the expected. That's the only thing. But anyway, that's just me being hurt because I lost. That's all.
Yeah. We did a vote, y'all. Y'all didn't see. So we did a vote on whose list was best, and your boy was number 1. I'm here all week.
All the votes weren't tallied, is what I want to say. I came in second. Don't do it.
Not the recount. Al Gore. But yes, okay. So yeah, but nah. So I think those two were just fun, and just to connect on that was dope. And a lot of those movies took me back to my childhood too. It's like, oh dang, I ain't seen like Training Day in a minute, or I ain't. The fact that that's my childhood is crazy.
This is really problematic.
Yeah, it's crazy. But so that was that, and then I want to say, like, just looking through the list, it's something that really hit. Oh, Castling Columbus. That was an important episode. Like,
Yeah.
thinking about that history, and then remember we got a bunch of feedback in different places. Like, and remember I went on Facebook and was like trolling being petty.
Oh, I'll never forget. And his trolling was actually so just enlightened, very knowledgeable.
I think
It
people
was
with facts.
well done.
Yeah, but just the idea of like, yeah, why are we celebrating this?
True.
You know what I mean? Like, why do we value like this person enough to keep it a holiday when they? It's like, when is enough enough? You know, especially in the time right now when people are on a campaign to like cancel and hide history. Like, you see a lot of stuff going on in different states, including Florida, where they don't want to allow African American studies or like Black history, or like hiding certain books, like To Kill a Mockingbird,
Right.
from schools and whatnot. So like that type of episode to say like, nah, We don't want to like deny history. We want to be honest about our history,
Right.
and not like dilute that. I think that was a like timely episode. I think it's a classic. That's a classic episode. So
Yeah, I mean, this whole season was tough. I ain't gonna front.
yeah, whole season was fire. What was y'all favorite episodes? We assuming that y'all listen. So what was y'all favorite episodes this season? And then let's see what folks saying on her.
Need my face?
Yeah. Oh, Bush said let's do it. We on there. Krista said yes to black art. Cool. Say less. But yeah, that's dope. Yeah. Any other episodes that you're thinking about that really stood out to you?
The money mindset.
Oh yeah.
I need help. So that was one of those, yes, guidance, direction. I feel like it's making more sense in my brain so I can make better choices, you know? But that one is one of those where I'm going to continually need that type of support. So I'm really thankful for that. Shout out to Kevin.
Yeah, Kevin Bagford. We should turn that into a series for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, turn that into a series for sure. Yeah, so outside of favorite episodes, Walk, did you have favorite? You wanna come and say your favorite episode back here? Or you
Kevin Beckford, money management.
okay?
Just because I feel like a lot of people have not had that conversation or have been taught much about managing your finances in the ways that he laid out for them.
Yeah,
That's information we wouldn't have known.
yeah. So Walk said that money management, that like the money mindset was his favorite. A lot of people haven't had those tips and tools, including me. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
like that. Got you. Walk didn't know he was gonna be getting featured. I'm calling him out on every question. Got you.
But yeah, because culturally it's not necessarily taught, and that's something that we often lack. So any sort of guidance I think is great.
Yeah, for sure. So the next question is, did y'all really think Wakanda Forever was bad? Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You want to go first?
No, you got this one. You go first.
Man, I thought it was just a bad movie. Again, it was so many different topics trying to converge into one. I think the conversation about the movie, that was one of the better episodes too. It was good, but the movie itself wasn't great. Now, I did hear multiple perspectives. So one of my guys, Sean, he was like, I'm not going to lie, and I didn't think about this at the time. Angela Bassett, and she should have won. Come on now. She should have won the Oscar for sure.
She should have.
But her performance was a great representation of like the struggle and pain that black mothers go through when losing a son. So many oftentimes like way too early in the black community, and like that representation was great. And I hadn't thought about that while I was watching the movie. I was gonna say I was tight in the movie the whole time, you know. But that was a really good point.
Yeah,
that was a really good point. And I did commit to saying that I'm gonna watch it again to give it another chance. But just it's like, come on, y'all. That was way too many storylines in there. It was kind of all over the place. I mean, the action was the part that was like the best part of the movie, but it was tough. And losing Chadwick, it's kind of hard to. I expected this not to be amazing.
Right.
You know.
Right. No, I hear that. And I second that. I actually think Sean's point makes a lot of sense because Angela killed it. Angela was the absolute best part of that entire thing. And I think the movie itself had a lot of great parts. You know what I mean? Like there was some beautiful scenes and like the wardrobe and the commitment. It was like it was nice to see us on stage again and to introduce this new like place with all these different people who have all these different powers. Like it was great in like little chunks. But overall, no. There were too many storylines. It was like there were so many missing plot holes and then like parts that were awkward. It just didn't make sense. So like unfortunately for anyone who hasn't seen it, plug your ears right now. But after like when we had the second funeral when the mom passed and what's his name? M'Baku came to talk to Shuri. It was just such a weird scene that felt misplaced and felt too short. It was like we're not grieving anymore. It was just odd. And it's like, what are we doing?
Yo.
Where are we going?
And you know what though? Also, it was extremely insensitive for them to kill Angela Bassett. She didn't have to die in this movie, bro.
For what?
They really could have gave us another. We just lost one person.
For who?
That was whack. That part blew me. And then at the end, if you didn't watch it, really cover your ears. At the end,
yeah,
when come on, Chadwick got a son, bro.
It was all too much. If they had just stuck with one like part of the storyline and then or split it into two movies, I think they'd have had a better chance. It was just like, huh?
It could just fast forward to the son part and just play just picked up where they left off. I'm not gonna lie, but that's okay. Yeah, talking about it again, I'm doubling down. That was a bad movie, y'all. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not okay. There's a lot of people who really liked it, and there's people
Yeah.
who, and I want to say the acting was not bad. I'm gonna put that out there. The acting was phenomenal through and through. It was not that. The directing, it was the storyline.
Yeah.
So all of the people who had
The
a part
plot.
of it, especially the black folks in there who had a part of it, did an amazing job.
The plot.
It
The
was
plot
just a bad,
yeah.
Who made that?
I was just talking to someone, actually, a coworker, who was mentioning, like, I don't understand why, like, y'all feel all this about this movie. It's just a movie. It's a Marvel movie. Like, you know, I watched Ant-Man. I watched this. I watched that. And I said, you got time? Sit down. And we talked about it, because I'm like, how many movies growing up did you see with, like, people that looked like you, with the whole cast look like you? And this is a white man. So he was like, I mean, that's kind of irrelevant. They all look like me. I was like, exactly.
Privilege.
That was the part. That was the whole point. Like, this is why we feel this way. I'm like, do you understand we came dressed and decked for the first movie? He was like, what? No, I didn't know. Completely unaware that's a thing. So it's like, sometimes I forget that outside of the culture, they don't know. They have no kind of understanding or clue. I'm like, you don't even see it? You don't notice it? We be loud. I feel like we be telling y'all. You know what I mean? I don't get it.
First movie with the cast that all looked like us
Can't hear you, brother.
that didn't involve.
Is it this one?
Yeah.
There you go.
Sorry, I said first cast that were the cast that looked like us but didn't involve drugs.
Right.
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 And on that stage, like that high of a level, like this was like one of the, like the number one movie. You know what I'm saying? It
Right.
wasn't like a black classic or a brown
Right.
classic. It was like that level. The other thing that actually just hit me, because you saying a good point with that, to where people, my God, thank you. People were saying, like, asking me a similar thing. We had just did this training at Roberts. Shout out to Roberts. I'm just giving a free promo.
All the time.
Royalties later, y'all. And we had to like the circle thing. But I had said, like, one of the things, if I can meet anybody, I said, which fictional character would you meet and why? And I said, Killmonger. And the reason why I said Killmonger is because like he represents a pain, a deep-seated pain that came from growing up here black in America. Like the experience that you have and the scenes of like, you took everything from me, right? And then Chadwick saying, you trying to become just like the people who oppressed you.
Yeah.
Right? And it's just like all of that deep-seated pain. I would love to like unpack that and hear that and know, because in a ways he remind me of so many people that I know. That's like, yo, we've been abused by a structure in the society that's kind of set up that way, right? And he's like the manifestation of what that produces. Like, yeah, I would love to just sit down and talk to Killmonger, like what that means. So yeah, people don't understand, like that's the representation that we see. It's not just a movie, you know? It's like it's a lifestyle.
Yeah, because even when because he watched the episode and he was mentioning like I don't see why it was a problem that the two nations, Wakanda and then Nia Moore's family or people were fighting. He didn't.
Talukan?
That's the word. Thank you. I'm like, you know, I don't know it.
See, I put a little extra on that. Talukan.
like why was that a problem that they were fighting? I was like, well, think about gangs out in the real world. It's like brown versus brown all the time. Not realizing the system, those in power who actually have the money are really more the issue.
Yes.
And he's like, and I'm like, it's not seeping, and that like bothers me naturally. But the fact that it's like highlighted and the message is missed is probably what frustrates me even more about the movie. So
yeah, y'all. Listen, we love to hear your opinions on this movie. Like, engage with us. What y'all think? Was it good, bad? Did you love it? Knox said Angela didn't have to die. He agreed.
thank
She
you.
did not have to die.
Unnecessary.
It's too much.
And then saving that girl who didn't need to be in the movie to begin with. What's she there for? I'm so mad. See, I'm mad.
That's crazy. But yeah, next question. When are y'all going to do another Kevin Samuels episode? First of all, R.I.P. to King Kev. All right, God, let me stop
I
playing.
am tired of you.
Let me stop playing.
I'm like, king of what? Why are you like this?
Nah, I will say, you know, and I said this before he died. This ain't me just like, you know how people be trying to. I did say he had a lot of good things to say with the way he said it.
We have you on record, so yeah, you're good.
Yeah, I'm on wax saying that. But after he died, like, first of all, it was very controversial. But I feel more secure in that statement in terms of he said a lot of accurate things. they just weren't all great. Actually, the one recently I sent you that I probably shouldn't even repeat on here. It's just,
I'd recommend you don't.
you know, it's just a lot of good. They had a lot of good gems. We should do another episode about Kevin Samuels, or there's an episode that y'all never seen. It's behind the scenes. We trashed it. Might be one of the only ones we trashed. We got 3 episodes that we trashed.
No, only 2. Only 2, yeah.
It was the Derek Luke, right?
Derek
What's his
Jackson?
name? Derek Jackson.
Don't come for my Derek Luke now.
Who's Derek Luke?
He's the one from Antoine Fisher.
Oh, yeah. Who Darius Rucker? The black country singer.
Yeah.
Got them all
Hootie and the
mixed up.
Blowfish, yeah.
Yeah. But we actually talking about, say his name again?
Derek Jackson.
Derek Jackson. Yeah, he just had his wife, soon to be ex-wife, just came out with a conversation about that. So we should bring that up. Kevin Samuels, like kind of like, because all of them kind of in the same bucket.
Yeah.
So yeah, we can definitely do another Kevin Samuels
Toxic
episode.
Men series, or
Let's also throw in our guy
who's our guy?
from Creed. What's his name again?
Oh,
Not Jonathan Majors.
Jonathan Majors.
man, Jonathan Majors, bro.
With all that controversy, and
Yeah.
rumor is he's
Dating Megan Good, your girl.
Yeah. I love Megan Good.
I believe if he's dating Megan Good, he's a good guy.
Yeah, Megan, if you're listening, your man's is, some stuff playing. But I do love her. But yeah, we should talk about that. Man, did he really do this? What's happening?
I refuse to believe it until like more proof, because I just can't. My heart can't take it.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't wanna.
I ain't even gonna comment. They about to cancel me. Somebody said there's levels. Oh, this Millie Rock. There are levels to the Wakanda movie. I agree.
I don't remember. She watched it. I think she must have. Yeah. Thank you, Mel.
Yes. Okay. So that's yes. We're gonna do another Kevin Samuels episode.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
Yeah, bet that'd be dope. We should get some guests. And you said some slick stuff talking about Toxic Men episodes
I said Toxic Men series.
or series.
I think that sounds great. No,
That's funny.
if you disagree, don't write it. But if you agree, let us know.
Man, I can't condone it. We gotta stick together, y'all, for the men out here. Yes. So number 5. Did y'all run into any challenges of working with one another this season?
I would love for you to answer that first.
Me too. Huh. And just to be transparent, we talked about this particular thing already off camera. So to that question, kind of like what you said when we was talking about it is yes, but I think that's a natural part of like doing anything. Any relationship is gonna have that, right? And I think a part of it is like our relationship didn't start as a work relationship. There's people who I know through work, like we like locked in, right? So the question is about how do you take that relationship into the other spaces that you exist in. One of them being like working together, because in so many ways this is a passion and a vocation, but it's also a job. And I think us figuring out how to communicate and navigate that relationship in general helps us to be able to do that in this workspace. And a lot of it is just like being able to check in, like proactive. Like one of the things I learned in school and I love was as you're trying to get to a destination as a organization, whatever the goal is, it's like the goal is problem A. All of the issues, like interpersonal issues, like people who are bringing drama or whatever it is problem B. So what you want to do is be proactive about solving problem B, so it doesn't distract from like problem A.
Yeah.
And I think we did a good job of like being proactive for the most part. So you thinking a bunch of things.
I hear like, what was the question again? I want to make sure I answer correctly.
Challenges about us working together this season.
Like, how did we overcome them, or did we have
Did
any?
we have them? Probably all the above.
Oh yeah, I think we naturally have challenges just because we've been friends. Like whether we were working together or not, we have challenges. And I told him earlier, I don't see our work relationship as different from our friendship. I feel like it's all fluid. It's just kind of one thing. It's just another thing we do. Yeah, we always have challenges, but like our challenges are never big blow-ups because of exactly what he said. Like we will work through or talk about it before it becomes a bigger thing. So if you feel like a moment of tension, we generally will bring it up. Sometimes, one of us doesn't see it and we work through it and talk about it and still put value in what that is. But it's all like intentional and thoughtful, you know?
Yeah. So that approach should be applied and could be applied to any relationship. Real.
Yeah, it needs to be. I feel like our bigger challenges came earlier seasons. This season didn't come with as many, but like, I mean, if I could be, I'll be transparent about season 1. We had to have a talk, right, where he sat me down and asked me some real questions about whether I want to do this. No, I remember. You remember this?
Yeah.
And I was scared. I was so scared. If anyone listens to like the first few episodes of season 1, I sounded very nervous, very anxious. Like the whole thought of doing this was nerve wracking. And I remember him asking me, do you want to do this? Or do you feel like I'm forcing you into this? And it shook me. I'm like, oh gosh. All I could think is, am I making him do more work? Is he feeling like this is more of a burden and he has to carry 2 people? And that was one of those like light bulb. If I can like choose to do this and like he trusts me enough to be a partner in this, okay, I'll do it. But that was probably, I think, our biggest one since working together.
Like figuring out like going into it. Yeah, the decision stage, like the decision to commit.
I wasn't committing, y'all. I was like wavering, teeter-tottering.
Yeah, for the commit. Now you running the thing.
You know?
You did.
Big boss woman here. You know?
Hey, big dog out here, y'all. But yeah, that's what's up. And then, just like regular challenges, like doing a podcast, like organizing time and being on point and working with a producer to say, hey, like what's the best way to, like, always trying to evolve. So like all of that isn't easy. You know what I mean? It's a process for sure.
Yeah.
But I think a part of it too is also having a great team. So we miss. Shout out to Say Sonata, you know what I'm saying? Unique, she's great. Wak is amazing. Like literally came in today for the live stuff set up. He talking through. He knew all the things. He didn't try stuff.
Right.
Dang, okay, we just sit here. So really just a good like collaborative, right? And so I think a team too helps us like again be proactive for any challenges. Yeah, I think we set ourselves like we set ourselves up well.
Yes.
To be able to do this.
Strong foundation, y'all.
Yeah.
You can build on top of any strong foundation.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't just hop on and start recording something. This took time. We prepped and time. We worked through it.
Months, meetings. Like, we don't even talk about the amount of meetings like we have. Like, we meet with the team every other week. And then, like, he and I will still have other meetings just to get things, like, the ball rolling way ahead in advance. And it's like, we put work in.
All right, put in the time. We trying to figure out. We trying to make stuff work. I know Wak be like, we be switching up days on Wak. Like, hey, can you change this day?
Thank you for being flexible.
My God, shout out to Wak. My man. Yeah, so yeah, it's good. Well, good question. Shout out to whoever asked that. Now, next question. Are y'all hiring? No, we can't afford you. But we actually, apprenticeships, internships, all that. Listen, we got a pod, like come watch the podcast, but we also got people who do amazing things and have their own podcast. We're doing it for a while. So I'm sure we haven't talked about it, but internships, apprenticeships, that's something we can look at. We have a marketing person who does great stuff. Right. It could be an internship, apprenticeship with that. So we might not be hiring, but if you want to get something on like if you have to do an internship for school, you want to get something on your resume. Right. You can donate your time for free. Right. Yes.
Right. But let's preface this. We are not hiring yet.
Hey.
Because soon to be where we're now. We're on our way. We're going to get there. Don't worry about it.
For sure. See, my guys, go. DJ B. George in here. We'll take that. Detroit to Canada in the building, he said. What up, dog? And then Say in the building, always. Hard work pays off. Yes, sir. We love that. Yes. Yeah. So, anything else about the hiring? Wak, you apprentice? You'll take an intern, apprentice, all that good stuff?
I mean, always. If you want to apprentice and you like to edit videos, please, let me know. We'll work through it.
Yeah, slide in these DMs. We got you.
We got all that. Wak, he got the, what's the stuff called? Coquito?
I don't know.
What's it called? Wak, come on, you got to save us.
I'm sorry?
What's the stuff that we, I ain't gonna say weed, the people be drinking in here? What's it called? Coquito?
Oh, Coquito, yes.
Coquito, yes. There we go. Yes.
Did you just add the accent?
You have a good time. You heard it? You heard the accent?
That's how you pronounced it correctly. Well done.
Yeah, I had to roll my R's and all that. All right.
There's no R's in Coquito.
Not one R.
You know what I mean?
Oh my gosh, that was good.
Stop playing. Listen.
No judgment.
I'm cold.
Safe space.
Yeah, even though we on live. All right. Yeah. So let's ask this one: will we ever do a top Black R&B since hip hop artists episode, similar to the actors and movies. And I would say, and you would say,
I would love to. What?
100%. That'd be fun.
I got answers. I got people. I'm ready.
Yeah.
Look at me trying to win. I'm gonna win this year. You hear me?
Yeah, we might have to do like genres though. That'd be tough to do like for hip hop. R&B, that'd be tough to break it down. I mean, we could, but it's like, how you gonna not have Michael Jackson? It's like one, you know,
Greatest of all time.
man. It's like, but I could compare that to somebody like SZA, who's amazing right now. It's
Is
like,
Michael Jackson R&B or pop?
He's the king of pop.
Pop.
young Michael Jackson, like the darker skin Michael Jackson was definitely R&B, and then the bleach Michael Jackson was definitely pop. I know, yeah, I know I ain't right, but you know what I'm saying.
First of all, don't come for his vitiligo, but I will stick with pop on that one. I feel like he was way more of a pop artist. You know. But if we're not talking about genre at all,
You gonna get Michael Jackson pop?
he's the king of pop. It's like, I didn't even do this. This is just his title.
Who you think made it that way? Who?
This
The
man,
dominant culture.
he was worldwide. I mean,
They-
people were passing out just looking at him. So
why can't R&B be worldwide?
I'm just saying he was worldwide, like he himself. So I mean, he just transcended every genre anyway. But that was just his title. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I feel like mainstream America stole that, trying to steal him from us. That man was R&B in it.
Ooh.
Go ahead.
Really though, R&B was the term that they would just call black music back in the day. So technically, yeah, like the Jackson 5, I would say it's the softer R&B style of music. He then transitioned to disco, and then from disco, he made a lot more, like you said, the style of music just transcended everything. So
That's
I
so
still
he
wouldn't
is. Look at
group him into that, but then we have it's an argument because then we
Yeah.
have artists like The Weeknd and Chris Brown, where they have R&B songs. They go and all really pop. All pop just means is popular music. So
Well, pop has kind of went to a genre too, though. Like you look at pop and say, like, if you hear a song, you can say that's a pop song. You know what I'm saying? Like people have made that into a genre. But this is why we need to do the episode right now.
I was even arguing you. I'm just saying.
generally, they just group any kind of dance song into like pop, like, dance with rhythm. I guess.
Right. It's like we like pop
Dance with
music
Rhythm
too.
is definitely
I'm just
R&B.
saying.
Yes. Okay. Got you.
So extra.
Hey, DJ B. George said, "Do we got a DJ B. George? Listen,
What's the question?
who do we got a DJ? We don't. But listen, we need a team. Also, what would you rate? What would you say Michael Jackson is? You a DJ? You out there doing the stuff in the clubs and the parties? Is this pop or
Unbiased.
R&B?
Unbiased. No.
Unbiased. Just because you from Detroit, I know we rocking.
And like when we do our live events, like in person with people and things, you know, yes, DJ, we will recall you.
Yes. And Mill said, could we do music videos?
Oh,
I'm not gonna lie, there's some classic, like Thriller, speaking of Michael Jackson, like that's a classic music video. Or like T-Pain used to have some really good music videos.
I mean, look at me going to like Nelly. It's like, you know, some of them were just, yeah. That's actually, I like that
That'd be
idea.
good.
Yeah.
Same girl, but Usher. Actually, never mind. So yes, we can. Yeah, never mind.
I am done with
We're
you.
not gonna watch that, y'all. I just forget that song ever came out.
Let me tell y'all, just because I wanted to jump in on that, we're going to have to come to terms with who we can cancel and can't cancel, because pretty soon we're going to lose Trey Songz, and he got bangers too.
You think Trey
it's
going?
like,
Wait.
They about to get Trey?
When's the last time he had a good banger though? Come on.
still, but the bangers he had
Deny
were
it.
bangers, and
Deny it.
I
Amen.
love them, and I would love to
Amen.
play them.
I'm just saying, canceling him don't mean much because it's like, are you playing him that heavy right now? Is he really in rotation at this exact moment?
I'm sorry, y'all can't look at my face right now, but this just disqualifies her from the
Yeah,
conversation.
you
Y'all
out of
some hate. I
pocket.
have an opinion and I'm gonna state it. I
Neighbors
don't
know
see the
my
problem.
name. Was it Can't Be Friends?
Oh, from the same
Nah,
album?
No, that's a different
I was just
album.
asking.
David, come on, yo.
And his most recent is.
Heart Attack. Come on, yo.
I'm just asking.
Wow.
I was just asking. You know, you don't be playing him as heavy as you used to.
I mean, that happens with time.
I just asked. It was a simple question. Y'all both got in your feelings. It was just a question,
Come
y'all.
on, yo, don't be playing trash.
I'll be really just asking questions and looking for answers. But if he deserves to be canceled, cancel him.
Knox talking about Sierra got a good music video y'all can rate.
But Sierra can dance.
He's talking about Ride probably, but that's you know that song?
I wasn't thinking that one, but yeah, go ahead.
Oh, okay, yeah. He's funny. Or Dance. What's the one with Future? Dance with You, something like that. Dang, can't remember. Oh, Beyonce. We talking about music. Okay, yes. So to that question, will we do this is gonna be a spirited debate. So yes, we should do that. This is good. I am excited.
Way too excited. Yeah,
We can't be coming to terms with the genre names, let alone the artists. So I can't wait because I know I'm gonna come with somebody y'all gonna be boo, and then vice versa. For sure.
Y'all didn't even really boo me, but y'all had some standouts. That's all I'm saying.
I know it was Jennifer Lopez, Kerry Washington, and you came with
Exactly. Y'all stood out. Mine didn't. Y'all like, who? Who was it?
Yeah.
I know who it was.
Your stuff was kind of basic, but I want.
Hater. This man's such a hater.
I'm playing.
Who? Yeah, it was Lakeith Stanfield. Someone don't even remember his name.
My point, but yeah, okay, that is good. Yeah, see, we heated. We already debating right
I
now.
can't wait till Lakeith chime in one of these days.
You gonna jump on the live? I'm like, hey, we love you.
That's my boy.
All right, Pep. So, speaking of that, what movies this year stood out to us?
What's it called? Was it Woman King? Is that the name?
Oh, that was a good movie.
That movie, hands down, was amazing. I was in all the feels. It was so good.
Mm-hmm.
There, I mean, I can't even think of other movies yet because I'm like, ooh, what movies came out? But that movie, Viola did her thing. You feel me?
Yeah, that one actually. So I'm not gonna lie to you. Woman King actually, it was great because it also was a true, like, based on a true story. So to hear, like, to see the power in Black folks and in women in general who like were the warriors. It was like Black Panther, but the historical version, which I actually appreciated that. That was a really good movie. It was a sleeper too. Like I didn't expect it to really
Be so
go.
good.
Yeah, but it actually went.
The action, the plot, the story, like everything was so good. And then the way that they taught them to fight, I felt inspired. I cannot fight, but if I have to, you know, I gotta do what I gotta do.
Yeah.
And if I could learn them kind of skills,
Nah, I feel like you'd do your thing. Like if somebody was running down, you would definitely be like the, what's it called? The Dollar Maloja?
general.
Yeah. Oh, that's from there? Okay.
I mean, at this point, you just went from hater to supporter, and I appreciate it. Thank you.
No, I'm just accurate, yo. So wait, what other movies came out?
You ain't watching nothing this year, did you?
I said, did I even go to the movies, yo?
I don't think this was a great year for movies, for true.
Nah, you right. Did my jailbroken his Fire Stick work?
I'll tell you the one that surprised me. Knock at the Cabin.
I ain't see it.
I ain't
Wait,
see
which
it.
one was that one?
It's an M. Night Shyamalan movie,
Don't.
and I can't stand M. Night Shyamalan.
I can't believe you brought his name up twice.
I believe it. But I'm just saying. That's why it surprised me. So it was really good. A family goes to a cabin. They're hanging out. And all of a sudden 4 people knock at the door. And it was just, the premise was very wild. You don't know what's going on. You don't know if it's true or not. And then, you know, and you're going through it the same way with the family. So it was a nice surprise.
Okay.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna check that out. I don't think I really watched movies. There's more shows for me.
Okay. You got some shows that stood out this year?
BMF.
Yeah.
BMF is fine. I didn't finish
Season 2?
season 1, but so yeah, shows are timeless. So that, you know, so it was new to me in 2023.
I am not judging out
I
loud.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
Out loud. Nah, that was tough. Yeah, it's been slow for TV.
That's all
I'm
you
watching.
got?
No, I'm watching something else right now. I just can't say it on here, but it's tough though.
Right,
that
yeah.
one for sure.
We'll
But
see
yeah, I'll
that.
tell y'all off camera. But yeah.
I'm still going to promote it. Y'all need to watch a few shows on Apple TV Plus. They've been coming out with some amazing
Oh, you were saying that.
originals. So
But
can't
you're
tell
right.
you enough, because all the shows that I've been really into, that the
Apple
writing
TV
has
Plus.
been amazing,
For sure.
have been Apple TV Plus, and of course HBO if they have any kind of originals. But
Yeah. It's
I support you.
No longer HBO Max. It's just Max.
Oh my gosh. Is that true?
Yeah, they changed the name.
I did not see that. But Abbott Elementary, sorry, not to cut you
put me
off.
on. Yeah. That's
That-
tough. Abbott Elementary is hilarious.
Shout out to Quinta Brunson and
Yeah.
that whole cast because so
Yeah.
good.
put them on with that. And then Sex Education is a show that I watched. That's tough. That's a good one. It's not what it sounds like, but kind of, sort of. But it's actually a good show. It's like a very, it's tough. And
It's
then
a UK show on Netflix.
Yeah, that's a tough show on Netflix. And then what else I just started watching? Man, I watched Game of Thrones, the new one, House of the Dragon. That's tough for real. Your face always. That's the best show ever.
I didn't. Come on.
I know
Now
you
you
do.
just coming for me.
I know you don't play. You know, am I lying?
It's just like, of course.
I knew it. See, that's how your
It's your favorite show. I mean,
It ain't my favorite show, but it's up there. The first one is.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah, that's all.
Then Mill mentioned The Little Mermaid is coming out. That's gonna be tough
Yeah,
this year.
I'm gonna at least pay for a ticket because I'm gonna support my girl.
Yeah.
I love Halle.
Yeah.
Halle Bailey is great. And then I hear great things about Queen Charlotte, which is a spinoff
Oh,
of Bridgerton.
Yeah, Bridgerton, I seen that.
My goal is to watch it this weekend, but so far people are like, it was magnificent.
I keep hearing that.
Yeah.
Yeah. When my homegirls up where I live at, I said I ain't about to be putting my location.
Might as well start
out there.
making up a place.
Yeah, but Wakanda was telling me.
I know. I was gonna
yeah, O'Dare was telling me it's out there. Yeah.
Oh my God.
What's the place that coming to America?
Zamunda.
Zamunda was telling me about
Yeah.
it. Peter coming to America. That was a terrible number too.
It doesn't
We
exist.
should rank the worst movies.
Worst sequels?
Or sequels.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That was not a.
I still haven't seen White Man Can't Jump. Don't plan on it.
Oh, the
Or
new
House
one on
Party.
Hulu?
Yeah, remake.
House Party was terrible.
Oh,
The new one?
even-
I didn't watch
LeBron?
it, but I heard how bad it was, and I just knew it was. But I feel like White Man Can't Jump gonna be good. The new one. I don't know. I haven't seen the old one though, so don't listen to me.
Oh,
I will watch it before I ever watch a new one.
I hear you.
I feel you.
Why? You see how they do me? I'm saying it's not me. They do this.
Oh, and if you're into video games, The Last of Us on HBO was amazing. That first.
Oh yeah.
season.
Oh, I
People
heard
talking about
that was
I heard about
good.
That
too.
was great.
The Last of Us. Yeah.
Didn't watch
Heard
a
about
thing,
that.
but I
Like
should.
scary movies or scary content.
Not really my thing, but you know.
Okay. So ask some questions, y'all, because we coming up. Well, we getting close, so we can go home. But the last, is what do we figure out this season? That's a good question.
It's a great question that I should have put thought into.
What did we figure out this season? I mean, honestly, that preparation really is one of the keys to prosperity and success. Because our preparation, as far as like how we handled the episodes this year, the content that we thought about, the fact that, like you were saying, we meet every other week to be on point. And we're pretty consistent. We might miss some, but me, you and Say meet every other week, like, locked in. That's big, right? So
Yeah.
we on point. We can plan through things, and then just tracking progress. Like, right, we do a so just to give y'all insight into like how serious we take this. We track like our social media data,
Yeah.
and like episode views and listens and whatnot to see like what's going on, and so we can always be like data informed on what's hidden, what's not hidden. And so we made some small tweaks that I think have like major impacts, from like how we name the titles,
Yeah.
to where we placement the days of certain things, all that. So yeah, that would just reaffirm this season how important that is, for sure.
That's real. I figured out a lot, and I don't know how to put it all into words. But I think re-emphasizing self-care and like stating the level of stress that it literally will kill you.
Yeah.
You know, how stress affects your body. People don't really talk about it enough. Like, people don't just be getting heart attacks. Like, there is stress and worry and concern. And I think sometimes we allow the day and the day-to-day to take over. And we're so focused on like what someone's not doing and how much we have to do to make up for this and to do that. And I don't think we always like express that. And sometimes we internalize it and we wear it and we keep it, and it makes us miserable, and we kind of forget to be grateful and all that stuff. But prioritizing yourself and ensuring that you get everything you need, that you're hydrated, that you're sleeping, like all the things that you truly need. Because when I was going through it, you remember we were talking about it, and I was like, I don't know what is wrong with me. I don't feel like myself. I feel like I'm being short, and I feel like I don't have as much patience, and I'm not as connected, you know, like I didn't have as much grace for situations or for even myself, right? And kind of centering back, right? And doing all the things like listening to music and getting my mood right. Like, hey, it's me again, you know, going for walks, taking in some oxygen. It's like prioritize your self-care. And it's not selfish. It's literally just self-care. So
Mm.
And that helped you show up better for the season, you feel like?
for the season, for me, for the people that matter to me, like the people I love and care about, the people I have to take care of, it's like I cannot pour from what I don't have. And I didn't have it. And, you know, when you're going on fumes, you're no good to you or anybody else.
So, what can people expect next season?
I am excited for pushing more ideas. You know, Walk highlighted my confidence coming up. And so I want to do certain things to like ensure people are more aware, that our reach gets a little further. So like people know that we have merch available at all times. You know what I mean? Like people know where to go to find certain things. So if they're looking for our website, like certain things like that, I want to find ways to connect to more people. Because I do a lot of word of mouth. I was like, you know what? I need to throw a bigger net. So.
Yeah. Get more fish up in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear that. That's dope.
What can people expect next season?
Yeah, just I think consistency, right? So keeping with what we're doing for sure. Then we're gonna dive into even tougher topics. Like we should like really get spicy. And then Patreon, you know, coming soon. So some more like exclusive content, a little more, you know, that's definitely gonna be spicy in the Patreon. So you want to get the deep, dark, like, you know what I'm saying, after dark conversations.
You don't even like spicy food. I don't know why he does this to me.
Right. So it's gonna be like PG-13 spicy for me. But so yeah, so definitely, yeah, come check that. But yeah, I think it's just gonna come back, and we want to actually engage. Like, what do people want from us? So we would love to hear people's like. People say that all the time, but we're not just like inviting you. We're saying like we're requesting that you let us know what you want to see,
Right.
so we can incorporate that. Like that's important for us. So your voice it is value here at YBF, YBF team and family. So please go ahead and let us know
Right.
what y'all let us see. So a part of it to that answer is y'all tell us what you can expect next season. We'll make it happen, right? All right, bet. So look, unless there's more questions, y'all. Hey, mental health and self-care. They feeling that, y'all. And somebody said Power was the best show ever.
Oh, you know what? They got a point.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't even want to hear it.
I didn't finish it.
I was like, I'm not gonna expose you, but ugh.
To those who don't know you, but yeah, it's a nice. It's okay.
You seen any of the sequels though?
Yeah, BMF. No. I watched some of the joint with Tommy, but
Tommy's the only one I watch because I love Tommy, and I refuse to acknowledge Ghost has a son. Like I don't know,
got you.
but
Yeah,
like
shout out to Tyreek.
season 2's coming out for Tommy, and I'm excited. It's really good.
Yeah, shout out to Tommy. All right, y'all. Listen, y'all probably listening right now. Like, what in the world are they talking about? Listen, we might be right,
We might be wrong.
but at the end of the day,
We just young, black, and figuring it out.
Tough.
CC on the track, boy.